Alright, it is time to continue. I find it interesting that even though you can only save in this game, in the town, you do have a single save slot that you can use if you have to stop the game for whatever reason. It's kinda like an autosave, only that it gets deleted the moment you use it to get back to the game. So we are continuing exactly from where we left off last time, and because that save is gone, I can't even use it to save scum. I think that's actually pretty fair. I would be tempted to use it otherwise. Now everyone has leveled up. Let's quickly go through that. Now first is at 5 Constitution. So we have the passive. The question now is, do we continue? What's the next one? Damage control. Damage taken will not exceed 50% of max HP. So in essence, that keeps your character from getting one shot, or even 2 shot if you manage to sneak in a heal. Or healthy, less likely to become sick. And that is from the higher corruption levels. So far I don't really stay in any dungeon long enough for it to matter. What's next? When HP is below 30%, there's a 10% chance to nullify damage taken. Interesting. Strong body always decreases magic and breath damage by 20%. Okay, if that stacks with breath resist, which is 30%, that would mean that breath attacks always deal half damage. That sounds a little situational. And at the very top, when turned to ash, there's a 10% chance of survival. Again, you need to have very high corruption to even have the chance of getting turned to ash when you die. Self-sacrifice. When someone is incapacitated, take their place. So you just die in the place of someone else. Not really something I would want to give to the tank, because that would mean whatever kills the other guy is still around. Okay, so having 5 Constitution is probably good enough. All it gives us is a little bit of physical defense, but we are getting that from gear anyway, so it's probably time to branch out. We could get into strength for some physical damage, but first being the main tank, it's probably not all that important. What is the strength passive anyway? 5% base attack power, or reroll when physical attacks are evaded? I don't think so. We know dexterity has accuracy and critical reroll. So far, I don't think I even... Yeah, the Fangbreaker is the only actually hitting skill that I'm using with first right now. The other one is the defensive stance. So probably not even that. Intelligence is only for mages, and I still haven't decided how I want to branch out with my people. Ooh, recover HP when casting a skill. That actually might be OP. Depends on how much HP it recovers. I mean, even if it's just something small like 1%, that could really matter. especially if I have it for someone who has a bit of a shorter cooldown. A little bit of HP regen every 4 seconds. Doesn't sound like much, but still, that probably adds up. Okay, and the rest I don't really have an interest in. Now, could we go for wisdom? But failing to resist, reroll for resistance. That actually sounds like a very good tank skill, since we are going to draw attention all the time. Ooh, become able to block magic and breath. Okay, that's decided. I'm going to get wisdom up to 10. Just for that sweet block. And I still don't know what else to do with you. All I know is that I don't actually want anything here from the combat tree. Intimidate could also work, but it has a pretty long cooldown. That might not be worth it. Padlock Cry though. Draws aggro and stuns all enemies for 3 seconds. Sounds a bit interesting. But no, let's actually go with level 5 tactics has protective healing. It's a taunt, heal a small amount of health when receiving damage. This healing effect will correlate with the character's physical attack power. So, possibly, if I stack physical armor high enough, then you might actually heal back more than you get damaged for. That would be pretty fun. Okay, Diversion is also a taunt. Increases physical defense by 120%. So it more than doubles it for 5 seconds. Yeah, these are very definitely tank skills. So we're going into tactics. Probably not gonna use these. But just having the option is good. You are a little bit more straightforward. I kinda wish magic skills could crit. You have literally no business doing strength, but that's okay. I could get a little bit of constitution for some extra defense. But for now I think I'm going to go with wisdom for you. And then get some medicine. So we finally have some camping skill that heals. Plus we have access to doping. That is a pretty wide area heal. Kinda like that. Now as for you, do I just keep going with dexterity? What's the next passive? Reroll evade. or evasion increased by 40 for each empty equipment slot. That's quite a gamble actually. Would be nice if you could have both of these passives at the same time, but unfortunately you cannot. Maybe getting you a little bit of strength, just so you hit harder. Okay, and I tried out this Burial of the Dead with the Loot Squad, and it's actually pretty funny when you're going up against undead, but I think we are actually currently past that. We're mostly getting human enemies. So the phase 3 is going to get shelved just a little bit. Let's get a little bit of combat here. And as for 4th, I'm still leaning more towards a support role for him. Which is probably wisdom, and I'm picking the extra max morale. That would also increase regen a little bit, because it is percentage based. Yeah, just a little bit of wisdom. That bonus seems a little too good to pass up. I could have boost morale for 200 steps, an extra 8% recovery, and faint. A little bit of reliable stun every 10 seconds. And on the scout tree we have Trap Explosion. After 3 seconds, it's guaranteed to hit for breath damage. Interesting. It's probably good if we find any super armored enemies, which to my knowledge we haven't encountered yet. Prepare a sword. For 150 steps we would be starting every battle with the enemy stunned. That also sounds nice. For now, let's grab these ones. And we're good. I switched up Paralysis Poison for Seal, because we seem to be getting more mages than physical fighters. I have the protection set up, so we can heal everyone. That seems important. And maybe, instead of the poisonous kill, we do the faint here. We will see how this goes. And as you can see, I updated my notation a little bit. So from now on, the guaranteed fighting zones are going to be these blank spots and the teleport traps. Since they are paired up, I'm going to number them. I highly doubt that any map is going to have more than 9 pairs of traps. If it does, I just have to do some extra notation on them. You actually can do that, by the way. You see, we can actually compound these. Was it here or here? Whatever. So, here we are, down here. This looks like a dead end. Came in from the fourth, right? Okay, let's continue exploring. I still have most of the alert march, so we're not even going to find enemies. One more thing that I read online, which sounded pretty nice, so I am going to use it, is to use the skull icon to actually paint the map, wherever the elite areas are, so you know exactly where to go if you feel like hunting them. And I didn't really find any additional documentation on these resistances, but simply judging from the fact that this is a Japanese game and how the notations work, apparently I was right. So single circle means resistance, and double circle, which is also called a bullseye, means very great resistance, or possibly in our case immunity, which would make the X a weakness. We're going to go with that tentatively. So now that we know that, we can actually differentiate, because we know that the fighter humans are the ones who resist stun. So this must be a mage. And this could be any type of undead. So as the most annoying, we're getting rid of him first. And you get the Fang Breaker. No, actually, you get the Fang Breaker. Let's see. Do a feint on you. See, even though he resists stun, it does actually come through with a decent chance. Plus, feint has a very high accuracy, so there's also that. Let's burst this guy down as fast as we can. That was fast. Ha! Get blocked, idiot. Here we go. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's almost an entire rest. Okay, you are down to 2 LP, which is a problem, because we need to keep 2 if we are ever in a situation where we have to run away. Okay, now this goes this way. We got around. That's another physical guy. And he did resist the stun. Oh wow, did you see that? Lunge for 105. At least I think that was a lunge. Okay, let's search with 4th. Because these ones... increase mana corruption. That's bad. I was gonna say there's a chance to recover LP with these. Would have been nice. Okay, these probably go back together. Nope. And this continues. Oh, what do you have? Explosion. When they take damage, they counter with a breath attack. Like any sort of damage. That's not good for us. We would need some sort of damage over time and a bunch of stuns. And they stun the party. And they attack faster. Yeah, even though you're alone, I don't think I want to take you. Ooh, Night Stalker. Is that an elite? Doesn't have any resist in particular. I might just put a sleep here, since all of these seem to be weak to it. You have Poison Mist, so you're gonna go first. From the looks of you, you're going to be physical in nature. And like this probably. Let's see. Concealed weapon. Physical damage and poison on the back line. Yikes. Psychokinesis. Sleep to everyone in the back line. Oh, that's a nasty combination here. And you're immune to stun. Looks like. Okay. Oof. Everyone is asleep. That's gonna hurt. Flurry Strike. Physical 3 times. Okay. We are doing it so far. Sleeping Blade. Oh. Reduce magic and physical defense. I don't like any of these. Try to stun you again. That's good. Now let's get rid of this fucker. Actually, you for the Fangbreaker. You get a lunge. Oof. Okay. We're doing it, and we've done it. Whole bunch of stuff. That's nice. Elvish Longbow. Let's see. Ooh, item level 172. Sorry, power. I keep confusing those two. It's item level 6. Bunch of base power. And magic too. Extra damage. Crit accuracy. Wow, so it's actually a pretty nice all around weapon. I could even give it to a mage. Base power 38. It's almost comparable. And it even gives more magic damage and accuracy. Interesting. We are getting very high on corruption. It's probably going to be time to leave soon. So let's just squeeze out as much exploration as we can from all around here. Okay, we are slowly... Oh, what's this? A branch. Okay, I was gonna say, we are slowly getting back to familiar territory. And it appears the Night Stalker is not even an elite enemy. Ooh, but this I definitely don't want to fight. Oh, damn it. Now we need to survive. This one's gonna hurt. Just a couple seconds. Then we can try to leave. Oh, only 10 damage on a critical. I can take it. Ooh, that hurts. Was it you? Why the fuck do you hurt this much? There we go. We bravely ran away. And it's all good. Let's do a heal. And a boost morale. And we're gonna pop another alert march. Once it's back. We already had a rest site. Interesting. I suppose this place is big and confusing enough to warrant that. Oh, and this door was locked from this side. Very nice. So now we do have some quick access to the healing site. Yeah, sure. I can take them. There we go. There is a strange door with engravings of a crescent moon and sinister tentacles. Okay, so we're probably gonna need a key to open this one. Okay, there's one door we can go through. There's another. And the way to get there... Let's see, most of these are not actually connected. We would probably need to go through a teleport for that. Let's see. For this we need to go through the fourth teleport. The entry of which is here. And to get there... we need to get the third teleporter. And to get there, we need to get out of here. Which we can do. Okay. Tell you what, we're gonna take this door first. And then I think I'm actually going to go back home after we hit the dead end or anything. Because I don't want to get corruption that high. The floor below is covered in steel plates. There's a hole on the floor and you find something shining from within. Obtain the crescent key. Oh, don't tell me it was that easy. Okay, one last fight for the road. I almost feel bad ganging up on these lone enemies. Alright, everything is done. Do a rest. Okay then. Next time we're going to identify all of these new stuff and see what cool new things we get. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.